All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you tuning in as always. Great to have you join in. Let's start to settle in. Once you get your space set, you just lie back, close your eyes, and you breathe. As always, just taking the time to start. Taking our time as we transition into the practice. Not rushing into it only to then rush out of it. Not making this just another box on a list we have to check off for today. But instead, we take the time. We slow down. We make it a conscious act as we start the practice. Giving yourself space, giving yourself time. By slowing down, closing the eyes. And take just a few more breaths. Just a few more moments. And your next inhale is a nice deep, full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest. And as you're ready, release the breath, drawing the knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. You sense of movement. And back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice and smooth back and forth, finding that coordination between the movement and your breath. And the next inhale draws you up to sit. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then on inhale, you rise up to standing, Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm. The eyes are closed. palms together at your heart. And inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. Get the hands to the floor and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward, nice and broad across the collarbone. And exhale, you press back down, duck. And you settle in. And take any movement you like. And just start to wake things up. Starting to draw that full line at the back of the body. Nice and stable, nice and grounded. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, forward fold. And inhale, arms up, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Let the head hang heavy. The eyes are closed. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot. Left. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice firm pressure down through your palms, down through the heels. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale. Inhale, full breath. And exhale. Remember to take the time with that movement, giving yourself the space to work that full inhale, complete exhale. You don't want to cut the breath short just to try and move faster. You know those long, drawn-out breaths, long, drawn-out movement. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale. And exhale. You relax your arms. You close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Now with the big toes close, the heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms gently. You set your weight. Nice and grounded in your feet. The torso's tall. You feel lifted through the upper body while sitting low and firm with the lower body. Then exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. But you let your weight drift forward. The head hangs heavy. You get that nice long line of the legs. Heel all the way up to the tailbone. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. You place the foot between your hands and you rise up. You take a moment to set your stance. That right thigh drawing forward, left heel pressing back. And as you feel stable and set with the legs, on your next exhale, the arms open into a T as you twist to the right. The left arm reaches forward, right arm sweeps back. Inhale, back to center, arms up overhead. And exhale, you fold and hover over that right thigh, biceps staying next to your ears. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, twist. Isolating that movement to just your upper body. Inhale. Exhale, fold and hover. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Nice and smooth. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale and hold it. High lunge. We're going to bring the palms together and drop the thumbs between the shoulder blades. The elbows point up. The abdominal wall draws in as you try and lift your upper chest. Your sternum right there between your shoulders. But keep your abdominal wall drawing in. Your core engaged. Working that subtle lift of the upper chest and those arms drawing back and up. Then inhale, you straighten the arms out. You start to shift your weight forward for warrior three. Nice and smooth, moving out over that right leg. The arms can stay forward or sweep back alongside the body. You feel steady and long, reaching from end to end. And nice and light, you step that left foot back, high lunge. The toes touch, the arms reach. You set it up. Then exhale the hands to the floor as you find your way to down dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. You rise up. You take your time so you can find that stability. Nice and confident, nice and steady in your stance. Then when you're ready on exhale, the arms open into a T as you twist to left. You feel in control here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold and hover. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, nice and strong with the legs. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale and take a breath. And once you're neutral with the torso, palms together, thumbs between the shoulder blades. Those elbows point up. The head pushes back against your forearms. It's a small movement here. It builds the tension through the underarm, stretching serratus anterior, teres major and minor a bit. And inhale, you straighten the arms. Nice and smooth as you shift forward. Warrior three. And breathe. And slowly stepping back. Control it as you move back to high lunge. You take a breath and exhale. You choose your route to down dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink. The arms sweep. You can interlace the fingers, leaving the index finger to point straight up. So the palms squeeze into each other. The shoulders wrap in and you lift up, giving you that nice long swept line. Smooth breath through the front of the body. And exhale, hands to the floor. We're making our way to gate post, so we walk over to the left edge of the mat. That left heel sweeps back behind us as that right leg straightens out and the right toes point up. Right hands on the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and you take it over top. Working that deep lateral stretch on the left side. That left waistline all the way to left fingertips. You can use the breath to help flare the rib cage a bit, stretching those intercostals, the muscles that span the gaps between the ribs. And inhale, you rise up, hands to the floor, and you walk yourself back around to the inside of that right foot, setting up for lizard. So that right knee is bent, the hands are on the floor inside the right foot, and you start to bow towards the floor. One forearm, maybe two touch down. The head bows, but you're mindful that you're not curling back by engaging your abdominal wall. Instead, you're just surrendering. Then the head hang heavy. Then the torso sink towards the floor. Inhale as you rise up. You plant the palms. Curl those left toes to lift that knee as that right leg sweeps back. Down dog or vinyasa. And the left foot lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Right knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink and the torso sweeps. You interlace the fingers. You draw your hips down and forward. You let those eyes soften here. Your weight's low, you're grounded into the floor. You close your eyes and you just feel that nice upward reach of the torso. Be mindful that if it feels like it's just your low back bending, you try and lift your sternum, send your chest a little bit more up and over. As if there's a big beach ball behind you that you're trying to roll over. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Setting up for gate as we walk over to the right edge of the mat. The right heel sweeps back. The left leg straightens up. Right arm reaches up. And you take it over top. In an effort to go deeper, you may start to roll that top shoulder, that right shoulder towards the floor. And it starts to feel like you're going lower down. But you really want to keep this right side back. Trying to keep the shoulders stacked. So that you isolate that stretch, that tension building here at the right hip, all the way up through that right hand. Then inhale, you rise up. Hands to the floor as you walk yourself over to the inside of that left foot. You can adjust your foot and that back knee as you need. But as you're ready, you then just bow to the floor. Inhale as you rise up. You plant the hips. You lift that back knee and you sweep that left leg back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Once you feel set, palms together, thumbs to your heart, you fold and twist to the right. Revolve side angle. That left elbow is outside that right thigh. The torso rolls back. Right hand's on top of the right, or on top of the left hand, as you push down to start. If you want to broaden or bind out, feel free. But keep that top shoulder rolling back, opening up across the upper chest. Feeling long through your spine. And you work that breath into it. Those full inhales, complete exhales. Then inhale back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. We're going to keep the hips low as you step that left foot forward next to the right. Then peel the heels and you sit your hips down on top of them. I'm going to balance on the balls of the feet. Now, be mindful, this is notorious for causing foot cramps, so you can always sit yourself down. But you try and find your balance here. Heels high, palms together, and you twist over to the right. Again, if you want to broaden those arms or bind around the shin, feel free. Then back to center. We're making our way to crow pose. So you take the knees apart, the palms flat on the floor in front of you, fingers spread wide. Hips lift, elbows bend as those knees touch your triceps. Then you just start to lean forward. And leaning forward, especially if you're having difficulty getting those toes up, you take your time, but leaning forward means moving your elbows and your whole body forward. There's a tendency for us to kind of get to the edge here. We stop there and then we just start to kind of lower our shoulders down. That's not going to help you get out in front of your hands. You really need to think about moving past your fingertips, getting those elbows just slightly in front of your wrists. And that's where you'll find that tipping point where the toes just float up on their own. You take one more breath, then you find your way to down dog. You float, you step, you take a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg, and exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. When you're set with your base, palms together, thumbs to your heart, you fold and twist, revolve side ankle. Good. Inhale, back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. You stay low as you just step that right foot forward, lifting the heels and sitting down. Come to balance on the balls of the feet. You work that balance, keeping the heels high. You twist to the left. Right elbow's outside the left thigh. Nice and stable on the balls of your feet. Trying to control your ankles. Putting a lot of strength in that low joint. One that we tend to overlook when we think about strengthening and conditioning the body. Back to center. Crow pose once again. If you want any variations, feel free. Especially since we're starting here in this tight twist. You can play with your side crows for a breath. Twisting to the right. Left hand's on the floor outside the foot. Right hand comes over and you lean towards that right hand, lifting your feet. Then the other side. You take your time. One side at a time. Or if you're working crow again, take your time. Fingers spread wide, knees on the triceps. And again, the key is that leaning forward. Moving out past that center point. You take two more breaths wherever you are. Then you find your way to down dog. Whatever route you like to take to get there. And on your next exhale from down dog, you're going to step that right foot forward, setting up for side angle. Right hand's inside the right foot. Left heel spins in. And on inhale, that left arm sweeps up to the ceiling. If you want to wrap that left arm around your back for your bind, feel free. Catching the inner thigh or catching hands. Let you roll open. That right hip hugs in towards the midline of the mat. And on inhale, you rise up, warrior two. You straighten out that right leg, turn the toes in, and on exhale, you fold forward between your legs. The head hangs heavy. The tailbone tilts towards the ceiling. If the hands are comfortable on the floor, you start to walk them through, using the traction of the palm on the floor to help you draw your torso down. And inhale, you lift up halfway. Now, without changing anything about your legs, your feet stay parallel, your knees stay straight. You walk your hands to the outside of that right foot. And you reach long through the left side of the torso. Try and level those shoulders here. So instead of starting to kind of take a twist or roll that right shoulder up, you try and lift that left shoulder to match the right. You get that long stretch through the side body. You also tend to start to get a deep stretch through the outside of the back of that right thigh. Biceps femoris, the outermost hamstring muscle. And sweeping back to center, take a breath. And this time as you walk your hands to the top of the edge of the mat, you turn your feet and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the left foot forward. Setting up for side angle. Left hand's inside the left foot. Right heel spins in. And that right arm then sweeps up. Nice broad line from hand to hand. Nice deep breath into the front of the body as you roll open. And on your next inhale, you rise up, warrior two. Straighten out that left leg, turn the toes in, and on exhale, you sweep the arms behind your back this time. Interlace the fingers, and you fold forward. And exhale, release the hands to the floor. And again, without changing anything about your legs, you just walk your hands towards the top edge of your mat, outside that left foot. And again, you see here this this right shoulder starts out kind of ducking underneath me here. So I have to lift it up. Trying to level out my torso. My chest is parallel to the floor. My shoulders are level. And I reach out past that left foot. And nice and smooth, sweeping back to center. You take a breath. And this time, as you walk your hands forward, you turn your feet and you step back. Inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Long through the low back. Lifted through the torso. A strong stance so the eyes can close. And from here, we're transitioning into revolve triangle. That right leg straightens out. Right hand's at the right hip. Left arm will guide you forward about halfway. Then you rotate. Left hand lands down, landing on that right shin, the right foot, or the floor outside the right foot. And that right arm reaches up. You long through the crown of the head. Stable with that stance. Use both legs pushing down and out. Nice and smooth on inhale, you rise back up. Hands to your heart. And you're going to take one big step to draw that left knee forward, standing tall on your right leg. We're setting up for camper's pose. So left knee turns out, the left ankle just above your right knee, making a figure four. And you start by just bending into that right knee, sitting your hips down, staying broad across the lap. As you want to challenge your balance, you can take your arms up overhead. If you want to work a hip stretch, you can fold in to that left shin. And if you want to take it further, you start thinking about your tiptoe balance. You let your weight shift forward so that right heel can peel up. You can bring your hands to the floor to help you as you descend. But that right heel lifts, and you sit back down on it. And once you're low and you feel stable, you think about bringing one hand to your chest, then the other. And you're controlling that angle. You breathe. Nice and calm. Good. Couple more breaths. And from wherever you are, you're just going to put that left foot on the floor. And you stand up. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or step. Then inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. You settle in. You soften those eyes if they've opened. Take a moment and feel your hips and low back. There's a tendency, we all do it, we start to take a bend in the low back. The tailbone kind of lifts up behind us. So as you settle in here, you try and scoop your hips forward. Tailbone drawing down. Low back lengthening and lifting. So instead of feeling like you're rolling forward and up, you're going straight up out of your hips. Nice and neutral with the torso. And straighten out that left leg. Left hand to left hip. Right arm guides you forward. Revolve triangle. You rotate. Right hand lands down. Shin, foot, or floor. And the left arm then reaches up. Nice and smooth. You stay in those legs as you lift your torso. Hands to your heart. And you draw that right knee forward, standing tall on your left leg. You start here. Then that right knee opens up. The right ankle crosses just above the left knee. Your figure four to start. You hold steady, or you start to sit the hips. And maybe you think about taking the arms up overhead. Maybe you're folding into that shin, stretching that right hip. Or you think about rolling your weight forward so that left heel can peel. And you sit down on it. Then one hand, maybe two, come to your chest. One more breath. And then that right foot just steps down as you rise up. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or stay. And sliding forward into plank. And on exhale, you lower all the way to the floor. You take a breath once you're down. You're preparing for 3 rounds of prone boat. So the legs are straight. The arms out in front, biceps next to your ears. And on your next inhale, you peel your head, your chest, your arms, your legs up off the mat. As much of you as you can lift up while reaching from end to end. And exhale, relax. Take a breath. Then once again on inhale, you rise up. And exhale, relax. Third and final one, on an inhale, you rise up. And exhale, relax. You fall against the floor. And hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to press your hips back to your heels. I'm going to sit up on your heels, setting up for hero's pose. From here, we're going into reclining heroes. So we lift the hips and we take our heels just wide enough so our hips can sit down between them. And be mindful as you sit down. Remember, there's the three options. 1, you get to the floor and you're comfortable. 2, you can't quite get to the floor. 3, as you go down, your knees start to ache or pinch. If your knees are bothering you, or you can't get to the floor, you just keep your hands on the ground outside you, or put your hands on blocks or books, just so that you can start to meter the amount of weight you put into those legs. If you are all the way to the floor, and you want to start to go deeper, you think about reclining. You start by just leaning back. You just start getting that nice stretch through the quads. Maybe you lower to your forearms. Maybe you lower all the way down. And then you'll notice as you lower down and that tension builds in the quads, your knees are going to want to float up off the floor. So you push through your legs, trying to keep the knees down. Being mindful of then how much of a bend your low back starts taking. And so you're trying to balance those two. Keeping the knees low, but keeping the low back long. You take another breath or two, and you find yourself in child's pose whenever you're done. You go to child's pose. Bring those heels back together so that your hips sit on top of your heels, and you just tuck yourself in. Then inhale, you rise up. You're going to sit over the side of your feet and bring your legs out in front. Setting up for Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And on exhale, you fold. You catch hold of whatever you got. You bow your head, you close your eyes. You draw the torso forward. Then inhale as you reach out, you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat on your back. And take a breath. I'm preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The knees are bent, the feet are flat. Arms alongside the body. For bridge, your hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet to lift your hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And exhale, relax. You take a breath. And on inhale, you rise once again. Nice full breath. Opening the front of the body here. Exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale. You push down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once down, you draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. Then the arms alongside the body, palms flat. Legs go straight up. You hang out there, or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows, hands against the low back. You send the legs up. more breaths if you want any variations. And coming back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth you unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down the legs or straight the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You push into the elbows. You lift the torso. You arc the spine and release the crown, the head towards the floor. And on exhale, you lower down. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And you take the arms into the cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. And you release the knees over to left. One final twist. And back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs. Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. And turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. And you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. So great to have you tuning in as always. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.